YouTube. What's going on with all my riders out there in the ridersphere? You know who it is. It's your boy, CBR Kid. All right, we back here in the toy box. Hey, things didn't go as planned as we told you guys in the last video. As you can see, the bike that I'm sitting on is not the 08, it's not the 17. It's actually the CBR 600, the 05 from storage. Well, we worked on this bike yesterday. Change the battery, change the oil, cleaned it up, checked all the wiring and make sure everything should have been working properly, and the bike didn't start. All right, so we wasn't able to ride today in the track day, but they canceled it anyway. So guess what? It all worked out. But instead of that, what I got for you guys is, while I was working on this yesterday, got some parts in. All right, you guys know we have the F4I project up in storage. We got more parts. All right, so as I told you guys when I picked it up, that particular bike I needed an ignition for, because it was left behind, but the guy who left it behind didn't leave a key. Not really a big deal. So we ordered an ignition. All right, so let's see what we got. All right, we're gonna pop this bad boy open. And what we have, now remember, with a bike, the key that fits the ignition, as my experienced riders know, my newer riders or some of the riders that are, or some of the folks who may be thinking about riding or whatever, don't really own or never owned a motorcycle, the key to the ignition is also the key to the gas cap, which is also the key to the trunk area under the bike. All right, so we got all of that in one. So what we have here, we got our set of keys. All right, 2 brand new keys, it looks like. All right, sorry about that, I dropped some stuff. Bolts to bolt it in, you guys can see that. I'm not sure what this bracket goes to, but I'll find out. All right, we got, this looks like, this is the actual lock for the trunk part of the bike. We won't need this because we're doing a track build, but we got it anyway. All right. This is the important part right here, guys. Let me get it out of the plastic so I can show you. All right, so this would be the ignition. All right. So the way this works, you got 2 bolts that go in here and here. All right, it sits down in the I guess receptacle like that. It actually goes from underneath. You bolt it in with 2 bolts. You got the plug that goes down and actually plugs into the wire harness, and then that allows you to turn the bike on and off. Okay, you got your key. Yeah. You got your lock off, and actually I'm looking at it the wrong way. You got your on off. All right. And well, you guys get the point. On, off, and lock. All right, so that works. And the other important part that comes with this is the gas cap. All right, so you guys can see here, that's the gas cap. All right, and you got, pop the cap, there's a key under there so you can unlock the gas cap so you can gas the bike up. And then there's some, looks like some other screws. Nope, nothing else. So everything that we have that we need is we have right here. We got our gas cap, we got our ignition, all right, and we have our bolts to bolt it down. Now, put this down for a second. The one known issue when you do this is sometimes, I can't show it to you guys because it looks like it's all covered up. Let me see. Yeah, it's covered up pretty well. I actually will have to take it apart. But the one known issue when you order these is that on the bottom side, on the stock ignition, there is an electrical diode that sometimes burns out, or sometimes when you install the new ignition, you go to turn the key, nothing happens. So what you end up having to do is disconnect the electronics from the stock ignition, disconnect the electronics from this one, and swap them. And that's generally a fix. There's one other fix where you could buy an extra, there's an extra adapter cable, connector cable that will bypass all of that, but I don't think we're gonna do that. We should be okay with this. All right, so that's part number one for the F4i build. All right, obviously we have more to order because we're gonna do the track bike build. So we gotta get plastic, we gotta go through the bike, we gotta get spark plugs, we gotta do the oil, filter, air filter. We got a lot to do on that build. All right, so that's gonna be coming to you sometime this winter, but I wanna keep you guys updated as I get the parts in and so on and so forth. Now, as far as this guy behind me, well, let me get it. As far as this guy behind me, well, she's going back in storage. All right, I may play around with her a little bit more. The track day got delayed by a week, so that gives me more time to work on the 1000, although the 600 is a better bike for the particular track that I was going to. Basically what happened is I started going through the service manual. I started going through some videos, some things, looking at how to do this repair, because as I told you guys, my plans fell through in terms of the mechanics that I had lined up to help me. They were pretty busy over the weekend, so I couldn't get it done. Maybe they'll be able to come help this week. I don't know, we'll see. If not, I have to do it myself still. But there is a lock nut that's, once you start pulling the clutch apart, inside the clutch basket is a circle about that big, and then in the center there's a lock nut. This doesn't take a regular socket, you know, so I've seen some people use a hammer and screwdriver, some people use an impact wrench and ruin the bolt and then have to get a new bolt. So I figured I'll just get the proper tool to remove it. So tomorrow or maybe Wednesday, I'll go and buy the lock nut removal tool, or maybe I'll order it online. Either way, I'll have it probably by Thursday. And then we can actually go to work on the 08. All right, so that's the update, guys. Got more coming to you. Hang in there with me. But in the meantime, if you're new to the channel or it's your first time viewing, I need you to help a brother out. I need you to like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you want to tell. You guys tell me what you want to see, all right? You've seen me do all sport bike stuff so far because that's what I own, sport bikes. However, I am not opposed to bringing a Harley on the channel, or even though it's not my favorite bike, but I'll have no problem. I know plenty of people that ride them. I'll bring Harley on the channel. If you want to see Victories, if you want to see Kawasaki's or Suzuki's, whatever you want to see, you guys let me know. You tell me, and I will make sure I get that on the channel, get that to you. Maybe we'll get some test rides on some of those bikes. Like I said, I know people who own all of those bikes, so it's not a problem to get one. All right, but you guys let me know. All right, so that's going to wrap it up. It's a short one today for you guys, but I just wanted to give you an update. So to all my riders out there in the ridersphere, please stay safe. All right, keep the shiny side up, keep the rubber side down, and I will catch you guys next time.